guys, it's me, and today I wanted to talk about being blonde. So my story begins in 7th grade. I started using Sun-In. I don't know if you guys heard of that stuff, but it's like the stuff that you spray in your hair and you stay out in the sun or you blow dry your hair and it lightens up your hair. So that was my form of like dyeing my hair when I was in 7th grade, my very first time, and then like the obsession began. And so from there, like the trend back then was just like your bangs would be light. And so it was so important to get your hair light because you wanted to be like everybody else. That was like the thing to do. So I used to like buy the Sun-In, dip my hair in, and then like blow dry it for like, I don't know, it felt like forever, for hours. I don't remember. But then people were like, oh, you can use bleach or you can use lemon. And so I used all of that stuff. I don't recommend using any of that stuff. Like, I didn't know. I was just listening to what other people were doing. And so that's how my blonde hair obsession began. And then everybody was just dyeing their hair, and so I was just trying to get it blonde. And I mean, I didn't really realize it. I didn't really understand this until I think after I left high school was when it just started to dawn on me that like my hair color changes weren't necessarily because I wanted the different hair colors. I think my senior year of high school was when I started to go darker and I started doing like burgundies and things like that. But for a very long time, I was actually trying to dye my hair blonde because I was trying to be different. I wasn't trying to be myself. And so like today I was listening to TLC, which started because we watched The Other Guys, and Michael Keaton kept like quoting Scrubs, and he was just like, don't go chasing waterfalls, and I don't want to scrub. Actually, I don't really remember what he said, but it was pretty funny. And so I was like, oh, let me go listen to TLC because I love that group. And I listened to the song Unpretty, and I was feeling like, you know, I probably should do this video because I think it might help somebody out there because it's just something you don't realize until maybe you're older. And I do get so many questions about like self-esteem. And so this is how this video began. Anyway, in high school, I dyed my hair yellow. I dyed it blonde, all kinds of colors, but it had to be light. And I also wore gray contact lenses. The problem with all that was that I wasn't wearing it because I liked the color, because it was cool. It was because I wasn't trying to be myself. I was trying to not look Asian. I was trying to get back to part of being white as possible. I know it sounds so awful, but like I grew up in a community where it was just kind of like that. Like there was not so much of a mix for a very long time, and then as I got older there was lots of different nationalities and stuff, but like I grew up in an area where there was like chicken farms and orange orchards and things like that, and so I only knew light haired, light eyes type of thing, and so I kind of struggled with that. And I really feel that it's something that I missed out on, you know, in my life. I really wish I did learn another language, but I never did. And I mean, I picked up Spanish in school because I had to take it for like 3 years, but other than that, you know, it's pretty much English. Anyway, so that's my story, is that like I really wanted to be blonde, so I wore gray contacts because I really felt like when I wore clear contacts, it was ugly. Like I felt ugly and I didn't like it, and it was kind of weird because you can either buy clear contacts or you can buy like disposable clear contacts, or you can buy colored contacts. And colored contacts for the year was actually cheaper. So I ended up, you know, convincing my parents that it was cool to wear colored contacts. Because one, it was actually thicker and cheaper in the long run because I can wear it all year long. And so for a good like 5 or 6 years, I was wearing colored contacts. And you know, I wore it because I thought it was cool, and like people would ask me like, oh, are those your real eye color? And of course there were some girls who, like, obviously there was like the jealousy kind of thing where they were like, those are contacts, right? Which I thought was really rude, but whatever. And I mean, you guys know that those type of personalities where it's like they don't ask like, oh, that's nice, or oh, that's cool, or just kind of the way they say it. They were like, yeah, that's not your hair color, right? And I actually got mistaken a lot for you know, that like my natural hair color, because I actually got it down where I had it done every 4 weeks. I did my own hair, so it was like really simple to do. So I was actually getting down so that my hair color looked natural. I had like highlights. It wasn't just like blonde. And You know, occasional mess ups here and there, but still, like, I was able to get it a really good color, and so people really thought it was my real hair color, and I was actually, like, proud that that was my hair color. I don't really understand, but you know, you're like 15 years old, so people ask me like how I got it, like people in the stores, like even adults, like the hair color, you know, and they were like, oh, how did you get it? And I just felt like that was like a part of me, and I just felt, I don't know, like looking back, I feel really bad about it because I wish I did dye it that color, but like understood that, yeah, this is just hair color, it's just having fun. And so now I always say, you know, you wear the contacts, don't let it wear you, because I let the gray contacts, like, not like control my life, but I had to wear them, and it had to be a colored contact every day, whether it was green or purple or blue. I had to have color because I hated my brown eyes. And now I'm like, oh, thank you so much for having brown eyes, because I don't know, now it's just better for me because it matches my hair color. It just works for me, and I've really gotten comfortable in my own skin. And you know, through high school it was really difficult, suffered through a lot of self-esteem problems. Now obviously I don't have self-esteem problems because I'm like shaving my armpits online for like, I don't know how many millions of people are watching, but I just want to share that experience in my life, that I know how hard it is to try to fit in. And I know some of you guys may say like, oh, I'm like marching to my own beat, I'm being individual, you know, but some of you guys that I watch, not particularly like on the videos, but like I watch out in the streets, are exactly the same. Not to down people at MAC or anything like that, but everyone, you know, they're like, yeah, I'm trying to be different, but they're all being different. Some of them are being very different the same way, you know, like hair color, tattoos, piercings, and it's just one of those things that maybe you're trying to be a certain way, but just make sure it's something that you want to do and not because everybody else is doing it. Like for me, I always wanted, like I talk about this when I talk to my friends, I've always wanted tattoos, like sleeved tattoo arms, like Kat Von D style. Like I think that's so badass. I think it's so cool, but I could never do it. Like I could just not commit to something like that. But like, that's just one of those things where I just really like, but I couldn't do. So I admire those who can like have sleeved arms and just, oh, the needle, the colors, I don't know, I just like everything's just so cool, it gets scary at the same time. And I couldn't decide what I would want on my arms, and I could just see myself like the next week wanting a different color, a different, I don't know, a different like Care Bear, Hello Kitty outfit, I don't know, right? So anyway, I just wanted to share that it's okay to be yourself and be natural, and it's also okay to dye your hair blonde and wear colored contacts, but just make sure that if you lost all that the next day, that you'd still be that loving, happy person. Because if not, that's when you got to reevaluate and you're like, okay, why am I dyeing my hair this color? You know? So that's my advice, is that just to really look at yourself, love yourself, and really be able to switch up colors. Like I put on this wig for this Nicki Minaj thing today, and I was just like, oh my god, I could not wear this every day. Like that's just so not me. Like colored hair is fun for me, but like being blonde, like platinum blonde to me, oh, it just does not work for me at all. I just feel like it's fun to dress up. Like I have tons of wigs. I don't know if I ever showed you guys. I don't think I have. I have a huge wig collection, but as long as I can take it off at the end of the day and look like this is my own hair color, this is me, accept who I am, I'm okay with that. I'm okay that my eyes are uneven. I'll talk about that in a whole nother video. I'll talk about like all this stuff, but I just want you guys to know out there that there are people like you. You're not the only one. Like I struggled with that, you know, and like some people looking at me now wouldn't guess that I had this struggle with not being myself. Like I tried really hard not to be, you know, Asian. I didn't want to accept that that was like a big part of me, that yeah, I am Asian and yeah, I am mixed type of thing, but like I need to be able to relate and understand and appreciate both sides of my nationality. So I just want you guys to know out there that if you do struggle, there's other people out there, you know, talk to me. I'll talk to you guys. And computer's just sleeping over here, lazy butt. Anyway, I just wanted to share that, and I've gone on for 9 minutes and 35 seconds. I'm like, my goal for these vlogs are to be 10 minutes long. So I'm gonna get better at these vlogs. I promise. But for now, accept who you are, love who you are, because there's always going to be people that are better than you, people that are struggling, you know, that wish to be like you. So just appreciate what you have, you know, because I love you, and you should love yourself, because the only person that will always love you truly is yourself. Because if you can't love yourself, who's going to love you, right? So that is it. Just want to say toodaloo. These vlogs are super fun, and I hope you guys learn from it, and like hopefully I can get a little deeper than what I'm doing. But it's okay to be blonde. It's okay to be fake blonde. That's what I meant when I said blonde. But like peroxide, like today or right now I'm wearing these like crazy gray brown contact circle lenses, which are pretty cool. Fresh Con are the ones. They're actually the only ones that I could actually wear. I have really pretty green ones too, but they're fun. But at the end of the day, if I had to throw them away and never put on colored contacts again, I would be okay with it. And I hope you guys are too. So remember, love yourself, because I love you, and I will see you guys later. Bye!